blank, pale, emotionless face.
This is your friend.
Do you want to die, Sydney?
From the front line, bitch! Into the Horrorverse.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the Horrorverse, and today I have a good review, a cool review. Now, I just watched this last night, and this movie came out days ago, and you read the title. Yes, we're reviewing Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead. Now, Army of the Dead was different than what I expected it was going to be. Kind of an unexpected heist movie. It was like Hurricane Heist, if you've ever seen that movie. It's like these people go on a money heist in the middle of a hurricane, and so they can get away with it. But in this way, it's a heist going on during the zombie apocalypse for a bunch of money in a town, Las Vegas, where Las Vegas is going to be nuked. So they want to get the money out of there, make millions. Currently editing this, sorry for the glare, but I forgot to mention this when I was recording. My voice kind of sounds a little dead because I recorded that early in the morning and I was very tired. And yeah, and I may look kind of tired, and it's also sorry for the glare like he's popping on my hands like in the video, because like I had the blinds open, I forgot to close them. But yeah, back to the video. And they created like this little army of their own, and it's cool. I believe that you know, 'tis the name of the movie. But this movie, now Zack Snyder, this is my favorite Zack Snyder film. Now, obviously Zack Snyder's Justice League is very long, but it's pretty good. Now this movie's a little longer than I think. I don't want to say it's longer than it should have been, but it is pretty long. Like there's like, and you feel tension towards the end. Also a little thing, I'm going to start with a little spoiler-free section, the beginning, just to talk about it a little bit, just because people that haven't seen the movie can kind of get a feel, you know, kind of get a little idea of what the movie's about and everything, and what's going on, and how good it is. Know it's kind of, you know, if it's good or bad, and yeah, and then I'll get a spoiler section for you people that have seen the movie and want to get into some goodies. Today, now, like I said, I watched this movie last night, and it's, I'm just going to say right now, for a little spoiler-free thing, I love the movie, but it depends what you're looking for. If you want a really serious zombie movie, of course this movie's very serious in many occasions. There's also some humor in it, and some very stressful situations that didn't really need to happen. So if you're kind of irritated in those, then I recommend, you know, taking this lightly, because it's Zack Snyder. Now this film wasn't intended to be like the most serious zombie movie. It wasn't intended to be like some very serious, like World War Z. It was meant to be humorous as well as injected, you know, kind of a horror comedy. I guess the Army of the Dead can go in the horror comedy section, I guess, if you will, little horror comedy category. But yeah, now let's get into the review. So this movie came out, you know, just a few days ago, and 2021, and I really loved it. Okay, actually, I should say a couple days ago, because you're going to see this video probably like the third week of June, because as you're seeing this video, I'm actually in Missouri on a vacation, visiting my, visiting my family in Missouri, and it's going to be very fun. But I've already recorded 2 videos, and by the time you're seeing this, you've already seen that, and I wanted to record this first, because I just saw last night, and I have a fresh mind with this movie, know what happened, and yeah. Also, the next video is going to be actually a haul video of some movies I got recently. I think there's like 7 or 8 in there, movies that I got. So can't wait for you to see that haul video. Now, this movie, I'm telling you, the characters very likable. Like, I freaked out when the first person died. I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet, because if you haven't seen the movie, like I said, spoiler-free section. I'll tell you when I'm gonna start to get. I'm gonna tell you. I'll give a little caution warning when I'm starting to get into spoilers. And then people that haven't seen the movie, watch the spoiler-free section, watch the movie, and then come back and see the spoiler section. Character is very humorous, very likable. Dave Bautista plays basically the lead role, plays Scott. And I love Dave Bautista. He's amazing, you know, he's this humorous guy in Drax. This Drax is also this freaking WWE wrestler on the other side. Yeah, honestly, there's not too much to talk about in the spoiler-free section other than this movie was really good. And the characters are very likable. The story builds up very well. Still gonna inform you, this takes place during the zombie apocalypse, so, because this is said to be a sequel to Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake, which is actually a very good movie, if you haven't seen it. Not as good as the original Dawn of the Dead, but it was awesome. Like, you know, like, you have some movies that, I love movies, I think I enjoy little movies a little more when it's happening, you know, during the zombie apocalypse starting. But this is like zombie apocalypse already happening. Everybody knows about it. It's only happening in Las Vegas, and the place is going to be nuked. But there's millions and millions and top and millions of dollars inside of a safe in Las Vegas in a tower. And if they get there, get the money before the nuke's there, they can just keep it all. Or not all of it. Some of it goes to this guy like Bly or something like that. And like some of the money goes to him, and it's like a little heist that he's setting up Dave Bautista to do, or Scott, I should say. And yeah, and then his daughter Kate is at a little camp near Las Vegas. Yeah, so I guess that's kind of it for my spoiler-free section. Now let's get into some spoilers and the juicy stuff. So, like I said, starting off, he has this main character, I guess you could say, Kate, which is Scott's daughter. And she's honestly, throughout the movie, I didn't really want her to be the main character. I wanted Scott to be the main character. So I guess you could say off the bat you think that Scott's the main character. But then, towards the end of the movie, you come to think, you know, Kate's technically the main character, and I didn't really want that to happen. Because, like me, I didn't really want Kate to be the main character for many reasons, which I'll talk about. I'll kind of rant about her character. I don't really hate her character. I understand some of the decisions she's made. Not a lot of people killed, let's just say that. There's more to rant about later. So, you have, like, this, so you start out with Scott. He's working at this burger place, and he's at a restaurant, and he gets this job because he used to be a zombie slayer guy. He used to go in Las Vegas and murder zombies with his crew, and his crew is now split up. One of them works at a mechanic shop, I believe. That's what she works at, Mia. Also, editing this, her name is Maria, and it's not Mia, so don't get triggered if throughout this entire video I'm calling her Mia. And then Vandero, I think that's his name. They found him, and he was one of their zombie slayer guys too. We have this crew. So the crew consists of Scott, and then he got Mia on board, his old pal in zombie slaying, on board. She's a mechanic. They got one of my favorite characters in this movie. She's freaking hilarious. And it's Marianne.
Why would I want to know the risks? $2 million? It's a lot of cash. Listen, I hate my life so deeply. If I had $2 million. My life would change drastically. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
You sure you don't want to know?
I bet it had something to do with a helicopter.
Marianne Peters, she is she's a pilot for helicopters, and she's amazing. They got her on board for flying a helicopter out of there whenever they got the money. They got a safecracker named Ludwig, and their old friend Vandero, and they got this zombie slaying social media star Mikey, which at first I thought he was gonna be a crappy character, you know, but his character definitely like evolved. I thought he was gonna be like this jerk character who always thought he was, you know, the best. I actually kind of like this character. Also, Kate ended up joining the crew after further discussion, like last minute, because she wanted to go find her friend Ida. I think that's what her name was. I'm sorry, I'm gonna call her that for the rest of this freaking video. So if I'm mistaken, I'll put the name up here. Ida. She is Kate's best friend. Gita has 3 kids. And Gita went on this mission with this girl named Lily, who ends up joining the crew. She's like this crazy, creepy, emo kind of girl with like blonde hair and stuff. She never really talks to anybody else. She's really cool. And then so at first you kind of don't really know what she's up to or anything, but then she ends up becoming a good character. But she's kind of, I guess she went on this thing with Gita, and Gita got lost in the city. And she had to leave her, so Gita was left in the city with these monsters. They're zombies, but they're smart zombies, very smart, and they're like the king of them, the queen of them, and stuff like that captured them. So Kate ends up joining the team to go find her, but Scott makes her a deal. Stay in my sight, and we'll look out for your friend, but we're not gonna go off just cutting from the mission to look for her. So yeah, and there's some decisions that go into that later on, which I wasn't really happy about, but. You know, less on the ranting for now. There's a lot of, like, the positives in this movie definitely outweigh the bad. And I'm telling you, like, if you have not seen this movie, it's on Netflix. Talking to you two FluffX, it's on Netflix. Watch this freaking movie, amazing Zack Snyder film. If you haven't already, put down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. What rating would you give it? No, this is not the end of the video. I know this is usually what I talk about at the end of the video. Create this army to go out inside of Las Vegas, and they start out with going in it, and they meet Valentine right off the bat, and these smart zombies. And Valentine is a zombie freaking tiger. Sorry if my camera angle's a little bit different than it was, because it just fell over.
A few moments ago.
So, they meet with these smart zombies, and there's this guy. He's this really creepy, weird guy, perverted guy. He worked at the little camp that Kate was at. He's always really creepy. His name's Bart Cummings, and and then also, what's up, Shades? From Luke Cage. I noticed that right away. I was like, who's he? I was like, what's he from? And I was like, oh, he's Shades from Luke Cage. So yeah, so Bart, he was there, he was creepy and everything, and then like they reveal that he was like, and then like they end up sacrificing him to the creepy talking night zombies. Shoot him, give him the sacrifice. They go in, and then throughout this entire thing, there's a bunch of zombie killings and everything, all this crazy stuff going on. Also, there's this guy named Martin that goes on with the team. Also, Mikey's friend Chambers. They go on the team, and Martin right off the bat, he's just sus. I was like, Martin's sus. They need to call an emergency meeting right now. He was really like suspicious right off the bat, but then like I was like okay with him. And then Chambers, who's actually kind of cool. But then they started to go through stuff, and there's this part where they actually get inside of the building, the tower, and they start moving in, and they create this path and stuff, and then Martin traps. After they all get through, they're like marking a path with these lights so everyone behind that's still not in there yet can follow the path, and the rest of the crew. And Martin, so Chambers was the last one, like Mikey's friend. Chambers was the last one, very like way at the end, and so she wasn't able to see. She was still crawling through the horde of little zombies in there, like the hibernating zombies. So Martin grabbed one of the light sticks and moved it, and then Chambers ended up going in there. I was like, dude, and I actually liked Chambers, and I was like, she was going through all this stuff, shooting zombies, and then she was, the reason why, because she was sus of Martin, and Martin was basically there for money, basically just wanted money, and he also ended up killing the queen, or not killing, but chopping off the head of the queen of the little smart zombies and putting it in a bag for money. That's later on, that's after this. So he traps Chambers in there, basically, and she manages to bust out the window and then I was like, yes, Chambers, she's gonna freaking, I was like, let's go. They start biting, and I was like, and then Martin's like, leave her, let's go. And then Mikey had to shoot the gas can on her back and blow her up so she didn't feel any pain being eaten to death. It was like, oh my god, I really wanted her to survive. And Martin, I hated him at that point. I just wanted him to die, And then I got my wish. A few people that have seen this entire movie, I got my wish. And then they split up into groups to go investigate stuff. And then, so Lily and Martin go off, and Martin, so like Lily's like the know-it-all. She knows like Las Vegas and everything. She knows everything that's going on. She knows Valentine, the smart zombies, and she helps them like completely. They could not have done this mission without her. They would have died like off the first 5 minutes of them being in there. Or some of them at least would have died. And Martin like kind of goes out there, and Lily and Martin make this deal. They're gonna make a crap ton of money off of the head of the queen, and that was not really what their deal was at first. And they took it, put it in a bag, and when they went back, when they went back with the rest of the crew, they had the money, they had the head in the bag, and they had to kind of keep it secret. Yeah, so kind of throughout this, and then you have Ludwig, which is the safe cracker. You have Vandero, and then you have Mikey, who go down to the safe to go open the safe. And it's like this booby trap scene, which is really funny. They have this zombie kind of go over it. The first zombie fails because it went back, and they ended up having to shoot it. Another zombie, it went through, and then they triggered all the booby traps. They went all the way through. They got to the safe, and then it took him like he was starting to do it. He's starting to crack the safe, I guess. And then the rest of the crew kind of met up down there. And then as he's cracking the safe, they started making noises and stuff, and he had to stop. And then he says, and then also forgot to mention the nuke that was supposed to come to Las Vegas the next day after they were done doing this. They moved it up to the night, to sunset, which was an hour and a half. 30 minutes to crack this freaking safe. Then they open it up. There's a crap ton of money in there. And millions, so they put it in bags and stuff, and they're all happy, all have this moment of gratitude. And then out of nowhere, they realize Kate is gone.
Son of a bitch! Fuck!
I swear to God, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew Kate was gonna go off, try to find Gita, or I forgot her freaking name. And I was mad with her at this point. I was like, dude, you don't have to come, and then you come to just break the rules and the deal that you had with your dad. And I was just like, oh my god, come on. I was really mad because I know stuff was gonna go sideways. This is gonna be hurricane heist, money heist going wrong, and like dead presidents, you know, the heist going wrong. And then so it's just like it goes wrong. I was pretty sure it was gonna go freaking wrong. So they had all this money, and then they were heading this way, and they only had like an hour left until this freaking nuke was gonna bomb the entire place, and she decides to go off. They were gonna go try to find her, and then so Mia and Maria or Mia, I'm pretty sure it's Mia, goes with Scott to go find his daughter, and they're waiting in front of an elevator. Elevator opens up, zombies come in, and then I was like, okay, kill him, and then all of a sudden they grab Mia's head and twist it. I was like, literally, my jaws never dropped so far. I did not expect that. A lot of people, like, I watched reactions of this movie, and people, like, they were like kind of laughing over it because they knew it was a crazy kill. But literally, I was like, oh my god, I love Mia's character, and I hope she survived and went on to, you know, marry Scott or something. I don't know. Why pick a fence, have a happy family? I don't know. And then, boom, dreams end. My jaw dropped. Neck snap, fall to the floor. Scott went crazy, went rogue, started killing everything he saw. Until they finally got to the building. I was like, bro, Mia? I swear to God, like, I hit my elbow. That freaking hurt, but I don't even care right now. But literally, like, she's on like the tier list of people that I want to punch, like just once, you know. Even though she's a girl, like say if she guy, or if I was a girl, you know. She made me mad, and then she got freaking Mia killed, and then Ludwig was having this problem with freaking Vanderho, and then but Mikey ended up getting killed while Scott was inside of the freaking they're still inside of the building with the safe. Mikey got killed by these freaking zombies, so that goes a crap ton of the money. And then they go on to go find freaking, what's-her-face, freaking Kate. Go in, they find her, I guess Kate finds Gita, hooray, you know, you got her back. But, you know, I don't even care at this point, everybody's freaking dying. And then, back in the freaking building, Ludwig sacrifices himself by putting Vanderho inside of the safe, closing the door. Ludwig gets eaten by zombies, we didn't really get to see it, but he gets freaking eaten. And then you go back, Kate. Yes, they get on the freaking thing, and they go up, and they pretty much think everybody's dead. So it's just Scott, Kate, and Marianne's up on the helicopter, which actually goes with the helicopter brakes and stuff. And they get back up there with Gita and Kate and Scott get inside the thing with Marianne, and then one of the big zombies start freaking coming, and then he has a freaking Lily, who has the head of the zombie now, because Martin's dead. I swear to God. Oh, I also forgot to mention, Martin trapped them. Technically, it's also Martin's fault. If Martin didn't do the crap that he did, they probably wouldn't have gotten killed. But Martin trapped them in there and crap, and then Martin got killed by the freaking Valentine. That was freaking such a satisfying scene. After Mia left him and stuff, after Kate left him and stuff, or I don't know if this is before or not. It was so satisfying just to see his face being eaten by a freaking tiger. And then, I know pretty much all I'm doing is ranting about freaking Kate, but like, I know you're like, well, you hate Kate. Well, I understand, you know, she went on because, you know, Gita has kids and stuff to take care of and stuff, and you want to save your friend, but there's this huge heist going on, all your family, like, your freaking dad's there and all these other people, and it's just you're going off and risking everybody else's life, which she did, and it didn't go well, even though she found Gita. Still, Lily got freaking impaled by a freaking pole by the freaking big buff guy zombie, and then she dropped the queen's head off. It exploded, so he got mad. He ran and jumped in the freaking helicopter, this freaking thing, they were running around. Scott tried to shoot the zombie, hit Marianne in the freaking arm. I thought it went through her head. I thought she died for a second, but no, it just went through her arm. And then so she's trying to drive, and then the nuke starts coming towards the freaking city, and they're on their way freaking flying with the zombie in the freaking thing. So much crap's going on, so much tension. And then finally, they're freaking driving, and then after they get out of the freaking city, they kill the zombie, but they end up crashing. And Marianne dies. Scott falls out, and the freaking Scott ends up crawling out. You know, Kate's fine, of course. You know, Kate's, you know, freaking fine. She comes out, tries to go see her dad. There's this emotional moment. You know, it's pretty sad. Scott dies, and then I was like, bro, but I wanted him to be the main character. Well, he doesn't die. He becomes a zombie, and then she shoots him. And then we don't even get to see Gita And then, but Scott gave, I guess, you know, and then like Marianne's like, "Where's the money?" Before, when they got into the helicopter earlier, and there was no money. Basically, they did all this crap for freaking nothing for a freaking lady. And then they crashed. Marianne's dead. You know, one of my freaking favorite characters in the movie. That we don't even know what happened to Gita because we didn't see her. So basically, there's probably no reason. And then she had Scott gave Kate some money that he took. It's not millions, but it was a decent amount. And then so, I mean, yeah. And then also, Vandero survived. He was inside the safe. He crawled out of the safe, and he ended up surviving. He ended up walking across this playing field, and he still had his bags of money, his still duffel bags of money. So he had enough money. He went to this airport, or he took this car, went to this airport, got this private airplane with a bunch of money, flew in it, you know, had a fun time until he was about to drink, and then he started feeling creepy, and then forgot he got bit. So he had a bite, and then in the bathroom, he turned into a zombie. And that was the end of the movie. This movie is really good, but there's some stuff in there that I was like kind of irritated about. But overall, I really love this movie, and it was still good and everything. So yeah, if I had to give this movie a star rating, I'd give it an 8.5. I know that doesn't sound great, but I still love it. I still love this freaking movie, and you go watch it. It's on Netflix. It's got some creepy moments in there. It's scary. It's also got some funny, humorous moments in there. Tension, suspense, thriller, all this crazy stuff's going on in the movie, and I really liked it. And hope you seen the movie. And if you're seeing this spoiler section, you probably watched it, or you just don't really want to watch it, or maybe you're planning on watching it later. I don't know, but so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this movie. Hope you guys enjoyed the movie, and hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please leave a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Yeah, reviews coming up and stuff. I'm also gonna do this is not the last video. Also, next Saturday, I believe I'm gonna put these out on Saturdays. You're seeing the haul video of the 7 movies I got. One of them is a TV show. You can try to guess what it is. FluffX, don't guess what it is because you already know what it is. Spoil it for everybody else. Gosh dang it. But no, wait for you guys to see these videos and stuff, and I'm really glad to be back. Now, I have not done, it's been a little bit since I've done a review, right? The last review I did was Scout's Guide to Zombie Apocalypse? Or was there another, oh no, Frozen. Frozen is the last review I did. That was a while ago. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Please do like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will catch you all in the next one.